I got these unfinished wood earring pieces off of Amazon. They came 80 pieces in a pack for $11.99, so you get 40 pairs of earrings. And they had 4 different designs in the pack. I started with the teardrop shape, and taking some of the Decoupage tissue paper that we sell on our webpage, I cut 2 small squares that were big enough to fit over the unfinished wood piece. I took a Gen foam brush and some 1-hour enamel clear from Wise Owl, and I placed the tissue paper on top of the enamel. And then I took my Gen foam brush and some more 1-hour enamel and put that on top of the tissue paper, and I just set it aside to dry. And I repeated this step with the second teardrop earring as well. I used the tip of my pen to just poke the hole of the earring through it, and using saran wrap just helps remove any wrinkles. Now, you do not have to use tissue paper. Another option is a napkin. And you want to just make sure that you remove the ply of napkin so that it will adhere to your surface. And I took another teardrop and I cut my napkin to a smaller size. And using the Gen foam brush and some more 1-hour enamel clear, I applied it on top of the unfinished wood. And then I laid my napkin down, and using the saran wrap, I rubbed on top and then topped it off with more 1-hour enamel. When you get the edges of the napkin wet enough, they will usually tear off pretty easily. And then I set that aside to dry. And I repeated the same thing on the second teardrop. So you want to apply the enamel. You can also use Mod Podge. You lay your napkin down. You apply more enamel, and you can use some saran wrap to get rid of any bubbles or wrinkles. There are so many different fun napkin designs that you can pick from, so you can really customize these to whatever style you're looking to. And I just think it's a fun, easy, inexpensive project. So I just went ahead and I just took the different designs and picked a napkin that I liked, and I just decoupaged it onto the wooden piece. Now, whether you use the tissue paper or the napkin, the process is all going to be the same. So I don't want to sit here and just keep repeating the same process. So at the end, you can see the variety of earrings that I had made. Now for this next pair, I decided to paint them with a base coat of the Antique Villa. And then I took more of the tissue paper that you can find on our webpage at chalkitupfancy.com. And I cut 2 rectangles. I applied the 1-hour enamel on top of the dry paint. And I just rubbed on the tissue paper, and then you want to put another layer of 1-hour enamel on top of the tissue paper. And then if you feel like you're getting some wrinkles, the saran wrap helps eliminate that. I allowed that to dry, and because the tissue paper is thicker than a napkin, I find it's best to let it dry, and then you take a 220 grit sandpaper and just sand it off. And it comes off very easily. And then I just flipped it over and I put the tissue paper on the back side of the unfinished earring as well. And I sanded off the extra tissue paper from the plaid that we did in the beginning of the video. And then I flipped those over and I put more of the plaid on the back side to finish those off as well. And then when those all dried, I sanded off the extra. And now the design is on the front and back side of the earring. For the earrings I used the napkin on, I decided to take some General Finishes Gel Stain Antique Walnut, and I applied a very small amount onto the back side of each earring. I thought this was a nice, easy way to finish them off, so they had more of a finished look, but so that you didn't have to apply the napkin to the back side as well. All you need is a very small amount of the gel stain and a paper towel to rub it into the unfinished part of the wood. And then also in the pack of unfinished wood pieces from Amazon came 80 fish hooks and 80 metal rings. I took my jewelry pliers and I just inserted the metal ring through the hole of the earring. And then I took the fish hook part of the earring and attached that to the metal ring. And there you go. Now we just have these fun, inexpensive wooden earrings. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Paint products and tissue paper can be found on our webpage at chalkitupfancy.com. And don't forget, you can check out some other tutorials over on our YouTube channel or our webpage as well. Have a great day.